one thing that I really just realized, I don't know how I never noticed it sooner, but I was watching a video and somebody pointed it out, is that King Von has 600 tattooed on him.
Yeah.
Okay, can you elaborate on that a little bit? Like, why would King Von get 600 tattooed on him?
Cause he LA'd up and he's 600. You feel me? Like, bro, that's why I be telling, like, when I be asking me about, like, they be like, man, you always talking about T-Roy and Von and Jake Money. Like, was you O-Block? Like, bro, at one point in time, like, the real members, folk, like, we was, like, hanging every day. Like, O-Block and 600 was them the same thing. If you was a real member, you was the same thing. We looked at that shit like the same. And Von was the, like, he took, like, when Von started hanging with me, folk, like, he was on my block. And this one thing a lot of O-Block really never did. Like, you know, because how they hood structured, folk, like, it's just so much easier and simpler to just go stand in them gates and hang with folks now. You know what I'm saying? And just go over there and be, you know, play the park. You know what I'm saying? Play Parkway, play them gates. You know what I'm saying? Sit in the wick where we kind of covered and blanketed, then rather than just standing on 600 where we ain't protected by that same type of security reasons. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you'll catch 600 in a wick. But what Jay Money, T-Roy, and Von started doing, like, once we started hanging together heavy, folk, they was coming on the block with me. Like, I'll be in a wick, and then I'll be like, I'll leave. I'm like, where you finna go? I'm like, I'm finna go to the block. They like, all right, we on the block. Like, phone them start coming on the block. Like, they on my block now. So now a lot of times, you know, phone them like T-Roy, Von, Money, they outside on the block with us. You know what I'm saying? So T-Roy, like, when Von, bro, when we was losing, bro, Von took that shit personally. Like, T-Roy took that shit personally. Like, Jay Money took that shit personally. Like, bro, he's my blood. For like, we was the same shit. Like, it was O-Block and 600 in the same group, bro. Like, our friend group was O-Block 600. Like, me, Jay Money, V-Roy, by now. You know what I'm saying? Folks them, like, we O-Block 600 in our everyday crew. Like, it ain't just, oh yeah, 600, and then we go link with O-Block. Like, my crew, we jam. We so much, you can't tell us apart on BD. You know, when Von got locked up, he got locked up in LA hood coat. Him and LA had swap coats, man. Like, this is what people don't even know. For like, him and LA swap coats the day he got locked up with a Glock 45 in an O block. We all leave my crib. I went to the hood. I went to my block. He went to his block. On BD, me and LA went to our hood. He went to the wick on BD. Him and LA swap coats. LA had a nice ass coat on BD. Probably was from like Zara or something. It was a different type of coat. Folks had on the Pelly with black Pelly leather with the rhinestones and shit. That's how LA Mama got Von Pelly. LA Mama still got that Pelly Von had on in the pictures in my room with him and Von and Mac. I mean, with him and LA and Mac and all that. LA Mama got that Pelly. But Von got locked up in LA coat. And that's how LA ended up keeping the Pelly on photo. He kept the Pelly. He like, damn, he got locked up with a Glock in my coat. Cause you know, Von, he always on papers and shit. So every time he go to jail, he breaking some type of like, he like breaking some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he never doing his full parole time. He always violating parole probation. So every time he get locked back up, they hold him. So when he got locked up, that jacket went with him. On videos on LA kept his leather hoodie and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, he got LA tatted on him. Like, that was his real homie, folks. Like, when something happened to LA, he took that personal on Steve. Like, that hurted him. On BD, that hurted T-Roy. That hurted Big A. That hurted Jay Money, folks. On BD, that hurted a lot of folks. On BD, like, that hurted a lot of folks. So, when that shit happened, folks, on BD, it's like, damn, like, you know, a lot of this shit was going on. Like, so, with the shit with Von having 600 in LA tatted on him for like, he really like 600 for like, folks was saying that shit like in tweets and all type of shit. Like, he really a 600 boy. For like a lot of shit Von was out here on, he was with us with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was with us for.
Do you think that the problems with 600 and O-Block would be going on right now if he was still alive?
I wouldn't really call them problems. It just, you know, I don't know for. And yeah, I think they'll be going on just because it was going on when folks was here to a degree. You know what I'm saying? So I always been a little confused, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like now it just go along with the, like I was saying, click shit earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, clicks of who with who, cause like just cause you know it'll be the whole hoods will be tweaking with each other. Certain out the groups are still like, man, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. I love him. I love him, and I love him. I wouldn't do none of them. I wouldn't never get into it with them. But maybe him and him, they do goofy shit. I can't be around them. I'll do something to them. You know, that's how it is, bro. On BDS, like a lot of motherfuckers ain't, it ain't full-fledged beef or war. I wouldn't even talk like about no shit like that. But when I just see it be animosity with certain or hopped in a bitch DM, he was bogus. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. It be little shit going on, little politicking, weird, messy, little Wendy Williams teacup ass shit, folks. So a lot of times, you know, that's how a lot of motherfuckers end up not fucking with each other, bro. On BD it be shit like that where a motherfucker just feel like, I don't fuck with him. He try to talk to my BM, or I don't fuck with him. He supposed to stole a pipe from my brother, or I don't, you know, little shit like that, and it just end up building with motherfuckers in that little circle. But it be certain like I talk to O Block all the time, bro. Biddy like I talk to Wick City all the time because they're the ones that's still around, that's originals, for they know like I'm one of them for real. Like I'm one of them ones from that way for like I done got in them cars when for O Block died. Like them my brothers folks. Steve. So it's like with that shit with Roy, that's why he remember them nights we was on my block. You know what I'm saying? He was out there with us.
At one point, the peace treaty ends. You know,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything you could talk about, or you know what I'm saying, what happened that made that end?
They killed D-Thing. When D-Thing died, man, it was over. I ain't gonna lie, that shit, and you know, that shit with D-Thing was weird because it's like, y'all called us. Y'all waved the white flag, not us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't calling trying to peace treaty with you. My shorty's ready to go. They ready to keep y'all up on BD. But them called that shit, and then for y'all to take top dog, like, y'all, that's the biggest, ain't no talking after that, because y'all basically got us to call the dogs off, and then y'all backdoored and did some over crazy ass shit, folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then, like, that shit with D-Thing, G, was so crazy, folks, because it was people from our side helping D-Thing Killer hide and all type of shit. Like, when D-Thing Killer first smoked him, he went on a run. They knew he did it because he was on a ban or some shit when he smoked D-Thing. They knew where he was at and everything, folks. He go on a run after he smoking, folks. From our side helping him hide. Women from our side, from my hood. Like, you know, I always been with our bitches and vice versa. Boy, it was bitches from my hood helping folks hide. Like, then he got up with eventually, for like they was helping him like get away on BD, boy. It was crazy as hell, folks. But that shit with D-Thing, it broke it. Once that happened, it was over. It was no talking, folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't even. It was over on BD, and I knew that the person that did that shit, he knew it was over once he did it. You know what I'm saying? But them was on D-Thing, folks. You know, D-Thing was giving them hell. I guess they was waiting on the time to catch D-Thing and feel like they could do something to him. You know, D-Thing wasn't. I guess they seen him. He wasn't around the right crowd, and he wasn't told. And they thought it was they chance, cause you know D-Thing, for he a handful. Like once he on that, he baking shit, like fighting, shooting, all that. Like so, feel like they got him dead the wrong. They gonna execute, cause they know how he get. They know how D-Thing is, folks. Some BD, some did that to him and shit. But after that, for it wasn't no peace treaty, for on BD, and then what's so crazy? It was another peace treaty that happened, but I explain that, and I'll talk about it if you ask me about it. I ain't gonna keep going to different questions. But they called another peace treaty after that. But we was all a lot of the guys who was like would have got in the middle of that. We was booked. This was in 2016.
I noticed you got D Rose as your main picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
What is there any updates or anything going on with D Rose you could talk about?
Man, D Rose is trying to get back, folks. Like it's really no update. He trying to get a new attorney, I think, folks, cause it's like a step, bro. Like I'm glad you asked me about that, because I think I'm gonna take this time to explain to people like how appeals and shit be working for. Like so, like with the appeal shit, bro, you know it be a whole bunch of steps and within steps to appeal. It's like you can get approved for something, but not approved for appeal. Like you can get approved for some shit, in the appeal or step, yeah, okay, we approve the motion for this step, or you in the right direction, but your appeal ain't approved. You know what I'm saying? Like 22 going through this shit right now where it's like certain steps getting approved, but he not back. You know what I'm saying? He just in the right direction. The ball is rolling. For it takes so many things to happen, so many clearances, so many things, bro, because they don't want to let it out. Like that's just how I look at it. They make it so hard for motherfuckers to keep. It's like they try to wear you out with this appeal shit, bro. Like if you start off with money to even get yourself an attorney for appeal, bro. By the time they wear you out with the waiting process and all of the bullshit and the smoking mirrors and all the games that the legal system play, you done probably exerted a lot of energy, cursed a lot of people out, and spent 30K. And ain't nothing going on, bro. And then once you get denied, a lot of they try to do shit where some of them go right, they fire, start all the way over.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.